A short message for grown-ups. The new season of Mysteries About True Histories is here. Max and Molly are back, facing off against the power-hungry Pogs, a group determined to rewrite history. With help from Aunt Em and a few surprise guests, they'll travel from ancient Egypt to 1875 to stop them, using math, history, and a whole lot of teamwork. Listen now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Hello, friends, and welcome to Sleep Tight Stories. We love getting to know our listeners through your stories, messages, and birthday wishes. These shoutouts are one of our ways of staying connected and saying thank you for being part of our Sleep Tight community. Savannah and Rowan want to tell Lily and Ryan how happy they are to have you as friends. We love you and always look forward to fun with you. And hello to Ruby from Spotify, who is a huge fan. Happy 10th birthday on May 23rd to Trinidad Pisano from San Jose, California, from Mom, who loves you so much. Happy birthday, Sienna. Your smile and laughter always light up every room. We love you very, very, very much and hope you get all your birthday wishes. Love, Leo, Lucky the dog, and Mom and Dad. Happy 9th birthday, Isabella from Winnipeg. For 9 wonderful years, you filled our lives with joy. You're an amazing girl with a kind heart and a smile that lights up every room. Watching you grow has been such a gift. Mom is so very proud of you. Happy 8th birthday to George from Steps in Glasgow, Scotland. Hope you had a great birthday party. Happy 5th birthday to Phoebe, who lives in Maine. Your mom and dad love their little birds so much. You are creative, kind, and fill our lives with joy. Happy 5th birthday to Chloe in Piney Point, Maryland. Wishing you an amazing summer ahead. Have fun, and remember your vegetables to make you grow big and strong. Happy birthday to Sky, who turned 6 on May 20th. We love you to the moon and back. Love Mom, Dad, and Poochie. Happy 6th birthday, sweet Yael. Mommy and Daddy love you so much and are so very proud of you. And happy 8th birthday to Atlee on May 30th in Rock Island, Illinois. Mom and Dad hope they stay curious and sweet always. We love them very much. Happy birthday to you all, and thank you for supporting the show. If you'd like to support our podcast and enjoy ad-free episodes, unlock bonus stories, and so much more, you can join Sleep Tight Premium. Subscribe in just 2 taps via the link in the show notes. Now, on to our story. The day has finally arrived. Bernice is having her birthday party. She has invited her friends and cannot wait to start the celebrations. Bernice has a birthday party. Bernice opened one eye, then the other. And that's when she realized what the sound was. Right beside her face. It was her weekend alarm clock. Cookie the cat, purring extra loud. Not that Bernice needed an alarm clock today. Today was an exciting day. It was her birthday party, or her birthday gathering, or maybe just a birthday fun time. She wasn't quite sure what to call it. Her actual birthday had been earlier in the week, but since that was a school night, she couldn't have friends over. That was okay, though, because it meant 2 of Papa Bear's famous birthday cakes. and 2 cakes were always better than 1. "Good morning, furry alarm clock," Bernice said as she stretched her arms way over her head. "You know you don't have to wake me up. Not today. I mean, it's Saturday. I don't have swimming or running or anything. I could sleep in if I wanted." She paused and looked at Cookie, who was still purring and kneading the blanket, which was also her blanket because they shared. "But I'm already awake because I'm super excited. Do you know why? I bet you might." Cookie didn't answer. She just kept purring and poking her paws into the blanket like it was bread dough. "Okay, I know you can't actually talk yet. Maybe I can work on that when I am a scientist," Bernice said with a grin. "So I'll tell you. Today, I'm having friends over for a birthday party, or gathering, or something like that. I made a huge list, like 30 kids, just like when I was little. But when I showed the list to Mama, she looked kind of nervous and said maybe I could pick just a few friends instead." Bernice shrugged. "And I think that's okay. I'm almost grown up anyway. So I invited some of my lunchtime friends, including Addie, that new girl I told you about. A bunch of them couldn't come, but Papa said they sent some treats as gifts. Isn't that super nice? I love getting treats." Cookie purred louder as if in full agreement. "Anyway," Bernice said to Cookie, giving her a final scratch under the chin, "I better get up and have some breakfast. There's a whole afternoon of fun to get ready for." She slipped into her favorite comfy clothes, made her bed just the way Mama taught her, brushed her teeth, and headed downstairs to find out what was making the house smell so yummy delicious. "Good morning, little bear," Papa Bear said in his super deep voice. "You're up just in time. I just pulled some muffins out of the oven. They might still be warm." Bernice's eyes lit up. "They look delicious, Papa. Can I have 2? I think I might need extra energy today." "Ha ha, of course. Today is a treat day," Papa Bear said, placing a plate on the table. "You've also got an egg and a little bit of yogurt to balance it out." Eggs weren't Bernice's favorite, but she knew they helped her grow, and she was trying to be strong and smart, like her Mama and Papa. "Thanks, Papa." She sat down and started with the egg first, saving the best for last. "Did Mama go out for her run already? Without me again?" "She did, little bear. It's a long run this morning." "You actually slept in a bit. Cookie must have let you." "And you already worked out?" she asked, grinning. "Is that why you look all sweaty and kind of stinky?" "I might be sweaty, but I am not stinky," Papa Bear said with a chuckle. Saving the best for last, Bernice took a bite of her muffin and sighed contentedly. "I'm excited that Ethan and Bobby are coming today. I wish Addie and Gertrude could come too, but it does mean more cake for us." "Yes," Papa said. "Addie had plans with her family, and poor Gertrude caught a cold, but they both sent lovely treats." "Yeah, she missed a day of school," Bernice said, sipping her milk. "But I know we will still have a lot of fun, and I appreciate their treats and stuff." "Yes, your friends are very nice. Maybe we could have them all over for a barbecue this summer, when it's a bit warmer. It's a bit wet and cool today." "Yeah, that's a great idea, Papa, and I will have more time when I am not busy in school and trying to become a scientist and an athlete. It's hard work." Papa Bear laughed. "It sure is hard work, but this summer, you can take a rest and do some other things." "How is your muffin?" "It's called a carrot muffin, but I put some other good ingredients in them too," Papa Bear said, sipping his tea. Bernice nodded. "They are delicious, but Don't share any with Bobby when he comes. He is convinced that carrots cause him to make stinks. And though it's hard to believe that it could be true, it always seems to happen, and no one would want that while we eat treats." Papa Bear laughed. "No, we certainly wouldn't. Mama will be home soon from her run and will likely put up some decorations for when your friends come over." "Yeah, she's really good at making everything look so nice," Bernice said, already heading toward the stairs. "I'm going to go change into my party clothes, so I'm ready when Ethan and Bobby arrive." She paused, then turned back with a grin. "After that, I can help you set up the treats and stuff, especially if you need someone to do some important taste testing. You know, just to make sure Ethan and Bobby will like everything." Papa Bear smiled. "I'll let you know if I need a professional cookie taster." "Okay, I'll be right back," Bernice called as she dashed upstairs, the sound of her feet almost as loud as Papa Bear's. The doorbell rang just as Bernice finished helping Mama Bear tie up the last of the streamers in the kitchen. Even though it wasn't a huge party, Bernice still wanted everything to look just right. She had also helped clear the kitchen table and set out snacks, treats, and napkins, because she figured they'd spend most of the afternoon playing games, munching goodies, and laughing together. "Mama, Papa, the doorbell rang," Bernice called out, already halfway down the hall. "I'm going to open it because I can't wait." "I'm right behind you," Mama Bear said, wiping her hands on a dish towel, "in case your friend's parents need to chat for a moment." Bernice zipped to the door and flung it open with a grin so big it nearly reached her ears. "Happy birthday!" shouted Ethan and Bobby in unison, each holding a small gift and wearing great big smiles. They had come at the same time. Bernice beamed. "You made it!" Mama Bear stepped in to help with coats. "Snacks are in the kitchen," she added cheerfully, before heading off to give them some space. Bobby, as usual, was carrying more than expected. In one hand, he held a neatly wrapped present with sparkly paper and a big blue bow. "This one my mom picked out," he said quickly. "That's why it's all neat and stuff." In the other hand, though, was a slightly bulging canvas bag with something poking out the top that looked suspiciously like wires, or maybe ribbon-covered springs. Bernice raised an eyebrow. What's that?" Bobby grinned. "Don't worry. In addition to the present my mom picked out, I also brought a little birthday surprise." Papa Bear, who had just come around the corner with a tray of glasses, paused. He looked at the canvas bag, then at Bobby, then at the bag again. He said nothing, but one eyebrow crept slowly upward. Bobby smiled wider. "Don't worry, it's perfectly safe. Probably?" Bernice giggled, then turned to Ethan. "Well, thank you for the gift, Ethan. I'm glad you could both come." "I wouldn't miss it," Ethan said. "Our moms planned for us to arrive together. I think they're going out for coffee now, or maybe later. I don't know. Grown-up stuff. Anyway, I hope you like my gift. It's super fun. And if you get tired of it, I'll totally take it back and use it." Bernice laughed. "Deal." The kitchen was noisy with laughter as Ethan, Bobby, and Bernice took turns playing pin the tail on the dragon. They had sitting down games planned too, but since Ethan had never tried this one before, they decided to give it a try. Bernice spun Bobby around a little too fast, and he nearly pinned the tail on the fridge. "Close enough," Ethan said between giggles. Next came the cookie jar guessing game. Papa Bear had filled 3 big jars, one with jelly beans, one with pretzels, and one with tiny chocolate chip cookies. "My guess is 1,000, Bobby said, peeking suspiciously into the chocolate chip jar. "That's your guess for every jar," Bernice said, laughing. "You just want there to be 1,000 cookies." After the standing up games, the kids settled around the kitchen table for the sitting down games, their usual chats, and of course, snacks. Mama Bear brought out a tray of fruit kebabs, cheese cubes, and mini sandwiches, all arranged to look like smiling animals. "These look like the best snacks ever," Bernice said, grinning ear to ear as she popped a strawberry into her mouth. "Is that a carrot?" Bobby asked, eyeing a red cube suspiciously. Ethan laughed. "It's a watermelon. Unless it's a watermelon disguised as a carrot. That could happen." "Well, you guys know what happens," Bobby said, plopping the cube into his mouth. A little while later, Mama Bear reappeared, holding the centerpiece of the day, a tall cake covered in swirls of frosting, delicate edible flowers, and dark chocolate curls that shimmered like ribbons. Papa Bear had made a masterpiece. Everyone gasped. "Whoa," Ethan whispered. "That cake is fancy." "It's not just fancy," Bobby said, nudging his canvas bag a little closer to his chair. "It's going to be legendary." Papa Bear glanced over and cleared his throat. "What's in the bag, Bobby?" Bobby grinned. "It's my new Party Popper 3000. It's supposed to shower the room with celebratory confetti the moment the singing stops. Totally safe. I even tested it on my hamster cage. Only a little cleanup." Papa Bear raised an eyebrow. Outside might be a safer place for that kind of celebration. "I can't," Bobby whispered. "The motion sensor is already on." "Bobby?" But it was too late. Bobby reached under the table and tried to steady the bag. He gave the cannon a tiny nudge to recalibrate it, and the nozzle promptly fell off. "I think it's fine," Bobby whispered. "Just don't make any sudden movements." The room dimmed as Mama Bear carefully lit the candles. "Ready?" Papa Bear asked. Bernice nodded, grinning from ear to ear. Everyone began to sing, "Happy birthday to you." Bobby gently reached under the table. "Happy birthday to you." He gave the side a pat. "Happy birthday, dear Bernice." The cannon, sensing motion and music, made a strange whirring sound. "Wait," Bobby whispered. "Happy birthday to..." Then it happened. With a tremendous whoomp, the Party Popper 3000 launched a double burst of confetti, glitter, and tiny paper spirals into the air. A shower of rainbow fluff coated the kitchen table, the windowsill, Ethan's head, and most spectacularly, the cake. A streamer draped itself neatly around Papa Bear's teacup. There was a moment of stunned silence. "Oh no," Bobby whispered. "It double poofed." "I guess," Bernice said, blinking through a flurry of glitter, "it's extra fancy cake now." Papa Bear picked a twist of confetti from his mug and sighed. At least it wasn't slime. Everyone laughed, even Bobby, who was trying to unstick a sparkly star from his eyebrow. Mama Bear carefully brushed bits of confetti off the cake with a paper napkin, her face calm, but her eyebrows doing a little dance. "Well, she said with a smile. "It's not every day you get cake and decorations all in one bite." Papa Bear gently scooped a streamer off the frosting and set it aside. "I think we'll call it Surprise Sprinkle Cake." Bernice laughed. "As long as it still tastes yummy delicious, I don't mind." "It does," said Ethan, his mouth already full and cake and sprinkles all over his face. "It tastes super yummy delicious." The kids sat around the table licking frosting from their forks, giggling over the cannon misfire, and taking turns opening gifts. Ethan had brought Bernice a notebook filled with fun science prompts and a pack of her favorite pencils. Bobby's official present from his mom was a small science experiment kit filled with materials to make fizzy reactions and gooey creations. The box had glittery letters on the front that read, "Mad Science Kitchen Edition." "I helped pick it out," Bobby mumbled. "I thought you'd like the one with the mini volcano instructions." Bernice's eyes lit up. "I love it. I've always wanted to make my own volcano that doesn't destroy anything." Bobby grinned. "Yeah, that's the goal. Non-destructive science." "I love it," Bernice said. "Maybe I'll make you something that explodes with glitter." "I'd wear it," Bobby grinned. Just then, Cookie appeared at the edge of the kitchen, pawing at a stray streamer on the floor. It wiggled. She pounced. Everyone laughed again. After one of the funnest days ever, Bernice zipped through her bedtime routine, crawled into bed, snuggled under her blanket, and let out the biggest yawn she could. "It's that time, Papa," she called out. "What time is that, little bear? Is it time for another party? One without exploding confetti cannons?" Papa Bear called from the kitchen. "I think it's just time for a hug," Bernice said more softly as Cookie curled up beside her. Papa Bear padded up the stairs as quietly as he could, in case Bernice had already drifted off, and slipped gently into her room. "I'm super sleepy, Papa. I don't think I can stay awake for a story or even a chat." "You had a big day, little bear. I think I'm super tired too. Mama's already brushing her teeth. You wore us out." "Yeah, that's because I'm super young, and you're—" Bernice trailed off mid-sentence as a giant yawn took over. Papa Bear chuckled. "I'm glad you had fun today." "I did, Papa. It was just about the best party ever. Can we do it again?" "Let's talk about that next year, okay?" Papa Bear said with a smile. Then he gave Bernice a great big hug, tucked her in snugly, and kissed her forehead. "I love you, little bear." "I love you too, Papa." And that is the end of our story. Good night. Sleep tight.